What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and here we go. Spider-Man No Way Home. I am going to try my damnedest to make this a spoiler-free review because, guys, when I say that this, when I say that when it comes to writing good movies, when you can cover at least 95% of the boxes, when you can check those boxes off for everything you want in your movie, from excellent storytelling to brilliant acting. You know what I'm saying? And I say this to say that if you had been sleeping on Tom Holland, period, not just as Spider-Man, but Tom Holland as an actor, you're a fool. If you had doubts and reservations that Tom Holland could be the Spider-Man that's going to lead Marvel into its next phase, then you're a fool. If you had any doubt that Kevin Feige and his team over there at Marvel Studios weren't going to do this and then do it well, you're a fool. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and chunk myself into there as being a fool as well. But history tells, and that's not because of Tom Holland. That's mostly just because of the way things have been going in the MCU, despite a few hits with more misses than any. As far as just the hits would come with Shang-Chi and whatnot. Eternals was like, hit or miss. You know what I'm saying? You take it how you want it. It was okay. But this right here, this was the piece de resistance. You understand what I'm saying? This was what everybody was waiting on. This was the second coming of Endgame. Then you can go ahead and chunk Spider-Man in front of Endgame, and that's what this would have been. For them to go ahead and canonize everything that's been going on. And I know that if you've been paying attention to the MCU lately, you would have recognized that we're dabbling a whole lot. We've opened the world, the doors to time travel and multiverses. And you had to know that this was going to come, especially after other multiversal events. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, the guys, this movie, Spider-Man, No Far From Home, No Way Home. Dude, this movie was perhaps the culmination, and I say this, and there's probably gonna be some controversy, but I'm gonna say it. This movie was the culmination of every Spider-Man movie before it. In my opinion, I could take Spider-Man 1 and 2, and you can go ahead and say 3 after events, after things that we've learned in this movie. An Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2, and then take all the, I would say, just if you want to skip to it, take this movie. But if you just want to fill in the gaps, go in between and watch, Homecoming and Far From Home, and then you watch this, and then you'll see this beautiful story unfold. The growth of Peter Parker, as Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say, like, when he came into the MCU, we all admit it, he was a kid. He didn't know really much about being what it meant to be a true hero. You know what I'm saying? He was just doing what he felt was right in his part of town. You know what I mean? And over the movies, his movies and the Avengers movies, we've seen him grow and learn. From, you know what I mean? And in this movie right here, we saw more from Peter in this movie. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Holland really like, man, that first act was him realizing that, dude, like, now that everybody, like, we already know the synapses, everybody knows who Peter is and whatnot, and him dealing with this during that first act with him, his the effect it's having on him, the effect that it's having on MJ, the effect that it's having on Ned and the people around him. You know what I'm saying? That's something that, of course, Peter doesn't want to deal with. He looks at it as, man, this is my fault. And that just drives the story of what he can do, what he would come up with, how can he fix this? You know what I'm saying? How can he clear his name? And whatnot. And it's just so beautifully crafted. How if you can, there's still some plot holes there when you can ask yourself, okay, wait a minute, or wait a minute, hold on, but it's not enough. Like I said, if you could check majority of the boxes and in the movie from beginning to end, and this one had at least about, I believe, a 2.5 hour runtime, I think you got it, and that's what it did. We saw what basically made the movie move forward. You know what I'm saying? We saw the conflicts that Peter Parker had to go through to wrestle with himself, with those around him, and try to figure out how he was going to make things right and still try to have his life. The duality of being Spider-Man and Peter Parker. You know what I'm saying? Everything in the movie pretty much would come and try to tear that down, but this was a story of him rising and becoming the Spider-Man that we know, and that it took more than just it would normally take for him to do this. You know what I mean? And the way that it was acted out in this movie, and then just moving into the second act, and figuring out, establishing the other side of the movie with the villains and whatnot, and seeing how it just became more about this, just, oh, okay, he goes some villains and they finna cause trouble and whatever. No, they came here, and like I love the aspect of being in a different universe was fascinating for them, because these are things when these movies were out that even we never thought would ever come to pass. You know what I'm saying? But this movie does a damn good job of connecting all of those storylines and bringing everything that we loved and know about those past Spider-Man movies, and pulls it into what we're seeing grow now. And it actually helps the whole thing flourish. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, guys, I'm gonna try to keep this spoiler free and whatnot, but yeah, this movie, there was not a dull moment in this movie. The dialogue and the writing was spot on. I just cannot get over the acting, and it felt like these characters, these heroes, these villains, these side characters, all, like, it felt like these actors felt like, man, we home. You know what I'm saying? Alfred Molina never lost. It felt like he just never didn't skip a step with Doc Ock. You know what I'm saying? Willem Dafoe, just, he couldn't have did Green Goblin any more justice than he already did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Jamie Foxx, Thomas Hayden Church, the guy who played Professor Connors, I can't remember his name. Everyone nailed this movie. Tom Holland is a beautiful Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the movie, like, it's amazing. It's actually a damn good movie. It's already outselling movies like Star Wars and whatnot. And in my opinion, it's shit. I loved Endgame, but to see this kind of thing come together and not involving an entire thing, just more around one person, you know what I'm saying? And this felt just like any other Spider-Man movie when I watched it. When I watched Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire, they were amazing. You know what I'm saying? When I watched Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, no pun intended, but they were amazing. I was looking forward to that next Sinister Six project with Andrew Garfield and whatnot for the Amazing Spider-Man. But you know what? I'm glad that it all worked out, and this was the movie that we got. And guys, I'm telling you, you're going to love it. And if you don't, then man, you probably just ain't got no pulse or no real passion for Marvel and whatnot, and seeing our childhood dreams and things that we read on the pages come to fruition on the big screen, played by some of the best actors in the world. And yeah, man. I mean, there's not much else I can say about it without ruining it. So I'm gonna give it a good day, and I'm gonna bounce back with another video because it's a lot that I want to talk about in this movie from beginning to end to post end. And I'm pretty sure if you've already seen any kind of spoilers or whatnot about the post credit scenes, both of them, yeah, they're going to be big. And this is where I was. Oh, this is what I was waiting for. Now I can see the bigger picture of the MCU, and I can't wait to see where we go next and how everything flows. Because this right here, this is the way, guys. You know what I'm saying? Guys, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the movie. If so, let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. Don't ruin no, don't spoil nothing. Just give me a rating. For me, this one's gonna have to go ahead and get a solid 5-star, 10-star, 20-star for me. I enjoyed this movie, and right after this video, after I upload this review, I am going to watch it again. So guys, y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go ahead and make this quick. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. Um Spider-Man No Way Home. It was a blast, man. And it was everything that I thought it was gonna be. And I'm glad that I was around to witness it because I love watching great movies. And I know that even if you don't know how to watch a movie, you will enjoy this movie. So, guys, y'all take it easy. This your man, Bearded Beanie Brother. This has been another episode of Bearded Beanie Reviews. Y'all take it easy. I'm out. Peace.